Hi everyone, welcome to TESPERT India. So this is the first practice session of averages. So in this session we will solve some different models in averages. So let's get started. The average age of the class is 35 years. 6 new students with an average age of 33 years joined in that class, thereby decreasing the average by half year. The original strength of the class was okay. So in this class we do not know, we know the average age, which is 35, but we do not know the strength of the class. So if we consider the total strength of the class to be x, then the total age, total number of years of that class is 35 into x, right, which is 35x. This is the total age of that class. Now what happened, 6 new students with average age 33 years joined them. So the total age of these 6 students is 33 into 6. Clear? So they joined, thereby decreasing the average by half year. So how can we make the equation now? 35x plus now the newly joined students. So their total years, total number of years, that is 6 into 33 divided by, so how many students are there? X plus these 6 students. So x were the students before these 6 students joined, but after these 6 students joined, these 6 students must also be in that class. So total number of students of that class, these 6 will also get included. So this will be equal to the original, okay, thereby decreasing the average by half year. So initially the average age of the class was 35 years, right, 35, but now it was decreased by half year. So 35 minus 1 by 2, right, decreased by half year. So simply solve this equation, take the LCM and cross multiply. You will be getting 35x plus 198 is equal to 34.5x plus 207. Now I didn't take any LCM here, so just calculate this. You will get the value of x. So after calculation you will get x as 18. So what is this 18? 18 is the number of number of students in that class. So 18 students are present originally, which means before adding these students 18 students were present. So after adding 18 plus 6, so the current strength is 24, but we want only the original strength, that is 18. So 18 is the answer. The average age of 5 members of a family is 25 years. If the servant of the family is included, the average age increased by 40%. Then what is the age of the servant? So the average age of 5 members is 25. So the total age is 25 into, that means the average into number of people, right? So the total age is 25 into 5, that is 125. This is the total age. Now if the servant of the family is included, the average is increased by 40%. So what is 40% of 25? What is 40% of 25? 40% of 25 is 9, right? 40% of 25 is 9. So the average is increased by 40%. So initially the average is 25. Now it has increased by 40%. So 40% of 25 is 9. 25 plus 9 is 35. This is the new average. Initially this was the average. Now after the servant's age was also included, this became the new average. Now the average of, now the total age of the family is 35 into, how many persons are there now? 5 plus the servant, 6, right? So 35 into 6, that is equal to 210. Before adding the servant, the total age of the family was 125. After adding, the total age is 210. So here we had 5 members in the family. Here we have 6 members in the family. So if you just take the difference, what do we get? We get the age of the servant. So 210 minus 125 is equal to 85. So 85 is the age of the servant, right? The average weight of 39 men traveling to Ladakh is 30. Okay, so 30 is the average weight. If an obese man with weight 130 kilos joins them, what will be the average weight of the people traveling to Ladakh? So here, if we consider the weight of the man as 30 years, right? Then the average weight would have been the same, right? But his weight is not 30 years, his weight is 130 years. So the average, which was initially 30, will also increase, but we don't know how much it is going to increase as of now. See, simply if the average of till 39, right? Before this man gets joined, what was the average of these 39 people? 30 years. 30 is the average age of all these 39. That means we assume that each and every person's age is 30, right? For all these 39, each and every person's age is 30. But now what happened? This 40th person's age is 130. 130 kilos, right? If this is 130, if this were 30, then what would happen? The average gets balanced and there wouldn't be any change in the average. But this is 100 more extra than the average age of the 39 people, 39 men. So the remaining 100 gets equally distributed to all these 40 members. So just divide 100 by 40. So 2.5 is the extra age that these 40 men get. So initially 30 was the average, now 2.5 extra, so the new average is 32.5. So this is the new average weight of all the people traveling to Ladakh. All the people means including that 130 kilo guy, okay? The average weight of 3 men ABC is 84 kilos. Another man D joins the group and the average weight becomes 80 kilos. If another man E whose weight is 3 kilos more than that of D replaces A, then average weight of B, C, D and E becomes 79 kilos. The weight of A is. Here initially we are given that ABC, the average weight of these 3 men is, average weight of ABC is 84 kilos. Then what is the total weight? 84 into 3, because there are 3 men. That's why we are multiplying with 3 with the average, right? 3 with the average, which is 84. So the total age of A, B and C is 252. Now another man D joins the group and the average weight becomes 80. Now D joins the group, so the average weight now becomes 80. So the total weight becomes, what is the total weight now? 80 into 4, because one more guy added. So 80 into 4 is 320 years. Now what is D's age? Can we calculate now? Yes, we can calculate. Why? Because we know ABC, total age of ABC. We also know the total age of A, B, C and D. If we just subtract these two, ABC and ABC get eliminated and we just remain with the value of D. So just subtract these two, 320 minus 252, that is equal to 68 kilos. This is the weight of D, right? Now what happened if another man E whose weight 3 kilos more than D replaces A? So what is E's weight? E's weight is 3 kilos more than D. So this what is the value of D? 68. If E is 3 kilos more than D, then it will become 68 plus 3, that is equal to 71 kilos. So E's weight is 71 kilos. Now the average weight of B, C, D and E becomes 79 kilos. See, we are considering statement by statement, right? Nothing, we are doing nothing besides this. Just consider statement by statement, right? Now the average weight of B, C, D and D becomes 79 kilos. So B, C, D and D average weight is 79 kilos. What is the total weight? Into 4. So this will become 316 kilos. This is the total weight of B, C, D and D. Now can we calculate the combined weight of B and C from this? So B and C, so the combined weight of B and C, how can we calculate? See here, B, C, D, E. So the combined weight of these 4 people is 316. We know the individual values. D, what is D's value? D's weight 68. What is E's value? 71. So if we substitute this and simplify, we will get the value of B and C. So B plus C is equal to 316 minus D plus C value 71 plus 68. So if I bring it to the other side, it will become minus. So 316 minus 68 minus 71. So B plus C combined weight is 177. But what is the question? We are asked to find out the weight of A. How can we calculate the weight of A? We know B plus C plus A plus B plus C. See the initial statement, A plus B plus C. The combined weight of these three people is 252. And now we are arrived with B plus C. Just substitute this 177 here. So A plus 177 is 252. A is equal to 252 minus 177, that is equal to 75 kilos. This is the weight of A, right? The average age of a committee of 8 members is 40 years. A member aged 55 years retired and he was replaced by a member aged 39 years. The average age of the present committee is. So we have 8 members, and what is the average age of these 8 members? 40 years. So total age of these 8 members is average age into total numbers, right? So 40 into 8, that is equal to 320 years is the total age. Now what happened? A member aged 55 years retired and he was replaced by a member aged 39 years. So 55 years is out, 39 years is in, right? So 320 minus 55, because he is going out, he was retired, right? So he is going out, so minus 320 minus 55, and he is coming in, so do plus 39 by 1 is going out and 1 is coming in, so there is no change in the total number, right? Total number of members remains unchanged, so by 8. So calculate this and you will get 38 years as the average age of the present committee. The mean of the marks, so what is meant by mean? Mean is average. So the mean of the marks obtained by 100 students is 60. If the marks obtained by one of the students was incorrectly calculated as 75, whereas the actual marks obtained by him was 65, what is the correct mean of the marks obtained by the students? Right, so 100 students are there. What is the average number of marks secured by them? 60. So the total becomes 100 into 60, which is 6000 marks. Total marks secured by all the students. Now what happened? So among this 100 students, for one student's marks were incorrectly taken. So instead of taking 65, 75 was taken. So which one was taken? Which one was wrong? 75, right? So 75 must be out of this. So subtract 75 from this, and what must be in? 65 must be in. So just add 65 by, there won't be any change in the total number of students, right? No one is going out, no one and no one is coming in, so 100 becomes 100. So calculate this, you will get 59.9 as the mean marks obtained by the students. This is the current average. The average of marks of 14 students was calculated as 71, but it was later found that the marks of one student has been wrongly entered as 42 instead of 56, and of another as 74 instead of 32. The current average is, here 14 students are there and their average is 71, so the total marks are 14 into 71, so average into number of students. Now what happens? 56, instead of calculating 56, 42 was taken. This was considered. So 56 must come in and we must subtract 42. See, just remember this, whatever the erroneous part is there, just subtract from the total number, right? Subtract the erroneous part and include or add the correct correct thing, right? So 42 is erroneous, it was calculated instead of 56, so 56 was the original mark, so add 56, remove 42 from this total marks. Now 74 is erroneous, so minus 74, and what was to be calculated? 32, so 32 include 32. By how many are there? 14, right? So there won't be any change in this, so 14. So after calculation you will get 69 as the current average of all the students, all the 14 students. The average salary of 30 officers in a firm is rupees 120 and the average salary of laborers is rupees 40. Find the total number of laborers if the average salary of the firm is rupees 50. Here, see, just remember this. You can simply say that the total salary of the firm, here we have the salary of officers as well as the salary of laborers. So the salary of total salary of firm is equal to the total salary of officers plus the total salary of laborers, right? So the total salary of officers plus the total salary of laborers will be equal to total salary of the firm. What is the total salary of officers? 120. 120 is the average salary of officers into, so we are calculating total salary. So what is the number of officers? How many are there? 30 officers are there. So 120 into 30 plus how many total laborers are there? We do not know how many laborers. So let the total number of laborers be X plus we know the salary of the laborers, average salary. So it should be multiplied. So X into 40 is the salary, that is equal to total salary of the firm. We know the average salary of the firm, which is 50. So 50 into total number of people. How many are there? 30 are the officers plus X are the laborers, right? So just calculate this, calculate and find out X. You'll get X as 210. So what is this 210? 210 are the total laborers, total number of laborers in that firm. A has 50 coins and 50 coins of 10 pies denominations, while B has 10 coins of 50 pies denominations. C has 20 coins of 25 pies denominations, while D has 25 coins of 20 pies denominations. The average number of pies per person is. So here A has 50 coins, while B has 10 coins, C has 20 coins, and D has 25 coins. What is the denomination here? A has 10 pies coins, so into 10. B has 50 pies coins, right? So into 50. C has 25 pies, so into 25, and D has 20 pies denomination, so into 20. So simply write like this: 50 into 10 plus 10 into 50 plus 20 into 25 plus. So how many are there? A, B, C, D. So 4 people. 4 divided by 4. So 500 after calculation. You'll get this value. So what is 500? 500 is the average number of pies per person. So we assume that A has 500, B has 500. So each and every person has 500 each. 500 pies each. The average age of 3 children of Ramesh is 12 years and their ratio of ages is 3:4:5. The average age of the youngest and the eldest child is if he had only 3 children. Here the ratio of ages is given. So Ramesh has 3 children, A, B and C. These 3 are the 3 children. So A's age is 3x, B's age is 4x and C's age is 5x. So the ratio is given here. And the average is also given. Average age of these 3 children is given. So 3x plus 4x plus 5x by 3 is equal to 12. So after calculation, you will get x as 3. So calculate the individual ages. 3 into 3. So A's age is 9 years. B's age is 12. C's age is 15 years. Now the question is the average age of the youngest and the eldest child. So what is the age of the youngest child? 9 years. Eldest child 15 years. So calculate the average of only these two. So 9 plus 15 by 2 is equal to 12 years. Right? The average marks of a student in 10 papers are 80. If the highest and the lowest scores are not considered, the average is 81. If his highest score is considered as 92, find the lowest. So 80 is the average score in 10 papers. So what is the total score? 80 into 10, that is 800. So total marks except highest and lowest marks is, so this is the 81. 81 is the average by excluding lowest and highest scores. So 81 is the new average. How many papers are excluded? 2 papers. One is the highest scored paper. The second one is the least scored paper, right? So 81 into 8. So these are the number of papers. In first case we had 10 papers. In second case we had 8 papers. This is the average, 80 and 81 respectively. So 81 into 8 will be equal to 648. So if we subtract these two, 800 and 648, what do we get? We get 152 marks. What are these 152? This 152 is the combination of the lowest mark as well as the highest mark. Here we have 92 as the highest score. So 152 minus 92. Subtract. What do we get? 60. 60 is the lowest mark. Here we are already given that 92 is the lowest mark. So we are just subtracting 92 from 152 from this difference. So we are getting the lowest mark, which is 60. 2 years ago, 1/5 of Amita's age was equal to 1/4 of the age of Sumita, and the average of their age was 27 years. If the age of Parmita is also considered, the average age of three of them declines to 24. What will be the average age of Sumita and Parmita 3 years from now? So we can consider the average ages of Amita and who is this girl? Sumita and Parmita. We can assume these average ages as A, S and P, right? So the average age means the present age we can calculate, we can assume the present ages as A, S and P. And it was given that 2 years ago, 1/5 of Amita's age was equal to 1/4 of the age of Sumita, and the average age was 27 years. So 2 years ago, so A minus, this is the present age of Amita. 2 years ago means we must subtract 2 years. So A minus 2 plus Sumita, S minus 2, we are calculating average. So divided by 2 is equal to 27. Why 27? The average of their age. Their means Sumita and Amita. So the average age of these two 2 years ago was 27 years. Okay, calculate now. Take this 2 that side. So A plus S will be equal to 58. A plus S, the combined age of Amita and Sumita is 58 years before 2 years. Now what is the first statement? 1/5 of Amita's age was equal to 1/4 of Sumita's age. So 1/5 of Amita's age. So A by 5. That means 1 by 5 into A. That is A by 5. A by 5. 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago. So A minus 2 by 5 is equal to 1/4 of Sumita's age. So S minus 2 by 5 by 4. Because 1/5 of Amita's age is equal to 1/4 of Sumita's age. So now calculate this. We will get 5S minus 4A be equal to 2. So we can consider this as equation 1 and this one as equation 2. And if we calculate these two, right, these two equations, 58, 5S minus 4A is 2. If we calculate these two, we will get S as 26. So the age of Sumita as 26 years and the age of Amita as 32 years. Okay, let me erase this. Now it's also given that the average age of these three, A, S and P, Amita, Sumita and Parmita, is 24. 2 years ago it was 24 years. So here A minus 2, because before 2 years, plus S minus 2 plus P minus 2 by, we are taking average, so by 3. So what is the total average? 24. So calculate this, we will get A plus S plus P is 78 years. So the combined average of Amita, Sumita and Parmita is 78 years, right? 78 years, this was the average, this was the combined years, combined age before 2 years. Now we also have 26 years and 32 years as the ages of Amita and Sumita. Substitute here. So 26 plus 32 plus P is 78. So P's age is 20. Here we got the age of S, A and P before 2 years, not the present age. But we are asked to find out the average age of Sumita and Parmita 3 years from now. That means 3 years in future. So therefore the average age of Sumita and Parmita 3 years from now is S plus 3, because 3 years from now, from the current age. So S plus 3 plus P plus 3 divided by 2. So this will be equal to, what is the age of S? 26 plus 3 plus age of P is 20 plus 3 by 2. So this will be equal to 26 years. So what is this 26 years? This is the average age of Sumita and Parmita 3 years from now. So this is the practice session of averages. In the advanced arithmetic sessions, we will be solving advanced problems, and once we finish the syllabus of CAT, we will be solving the previous year problems, so that you will be well versed with all the types of problems, or almost many models. So thank you very much, and all the very best. Do practice well, practice different types of problems. Thank you.